Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. TV Nagaraju. I am working as an associate professor in Department of IT, MLR Institute of Technology. So, coming to this Java programming concepts, in this today's session, we are going to discuss about how to read input from the user. Anyway, until we discuss different programming components of variables, methods, constructors, blocks. In all the cases, just we are providing the input at the time of program, that is at compilation time. Now, this session move to at the time of execution, how to provide the input. For that, Java library provides one package util. Anyway, you know that one. The Java library consists of multiple packages. Internally, each package consists of multiple classes. Among them, one package is util. This util package consists of one class scanner. Scanner is the predefined class available in the util package. This class is used to read the data. This class is used to read the data. How? Internally, this class consists of these methods. For example, in your program, if you want to read a byte value from the user, use the method next byte. Automatically it reads byte value from the user. If you want to read a short value, next short method. Int value, next int. Long value, next long. Similarly, for floating, for double, for boolean. And remember one more thing. We have total 8 primitive data types. Among them, one is character. But the scanner class does not consist of any predefined method for character. It consists of one method next line which is used to read a string value. Anyway, before knowing the syntax and how to use these methods, what is the first step? Whether it is a user-defined class or a predefined class, the first step is create an object for the class. By using that object only, we can access the members. Now, my step is create an object. How to create an object? You know that one. Class name. Object is equal to new class name of. Similarly, what is the class name? Scanner fixed. You can write any object name, new scanner with one parameter. I will explain this parameter. What is this one? System.in. Actually, this is a stream. You know that one. Stream is a continuous flow of data. Generally, 3 streams are available. System.in for input, system.out for output, system.err for displaying errors only. So, system.in, the purpose is to connect the buffer to my object. What is meaning of this connection? Observe this diagram. This is keyboard. Through keyboard, I enter the data. M specify mission. That is, my keyboard is attached to mission. Within the mission, some operating system is there and one JVM is also available. All these things are available. Whatever the data entered through keyboard, the data is stored inside the buffer. Now, whenever you are calling this next in, you need to read the data from the buffer. But observe platform independent Java. There is no connection between this JVM and operating system. Why? This does not depend on the bytecode, does not depend on operating system. Here, the system.in is there. That is used to retrieve the data. Simply connect this scanner object to this buffer. Now the next int method takes the data from this object, not from the buffer. System.in is used for connection to the scanner object. Like this, you are reading the data. Okay. Now move to all the methods one by one. What is the first method? Next to byte. Purpose is simply to read a byte value. What is the signature? Signature specifies the complete method heading. Public. Access specifier, anyway you can, depending on the situation, you can write either private, public, protected, default, whatever it is. Next to byte is the method. What it returns? What type of data it reads? It returns that particular type of data. So bytes. See the syntax? Yes, here what is a scanner object? S dot next to byte. If you are using this method means user is allowed to enter one byte value. Whatever the value you enter, that is stored in byte variable. In a similar sense, if you want to read a short value, next to short, assign it to short variable only. If it is an integer, next to integer, long, next to long. Okay. Now, in a similar fashion, if it is a real number, that is a float, next to float is the method, assign it to float variable. Next to double is the method, assign it to double variable. Next to boolean is the method, assign it to boolean variable. Understand all the cases up to these 7? Whatever the data I read, next to byte, it returns byte. Next to long, it returns long. Next to float, it returns float. Coming to next to line, which is used to read a string value. Which is used to read a string value. So obviously for the next to line method, what is the return type? The return type is a string. The return type is a string. See this one? The value is assigned to string only. The value is also assigned to string only. Now you understand how to read just to syntaxes. Now I will explain the same thing with one example program. Now I will move to write down one example. Class demo read. Open and close. Everyone remember, first to open and then close. Within this one, write down main method, public static void main string aux. Open, close. Okay. If you want to read the data, I already said, first you need to create an object for the scanner class. So I am doing that one. Scanner, some object. My name is SC is equal to new scanner of system.in. Okay. Here, if it is a user-defined class, not a problem. We are writing entire logic. But what is the procedure? Scanner is a predefined class. If you want to use any predefined class, the first step is you need to import that class. You need to import that class at the beginning. So, here import java.util.class name scanner, or else you can write star also, not a problem. Now read different types of data. I have total 8 values. For example, system.out.println, enter a byte value. Just for my assumption, I used the print statement. Byte sum a is equal to, how to write? See this one. Byte sum a is equal to sc dot next byte of. Sc dot next byte of. You got it? How I written? Exactly. Whatever the data you want. Suppose I will read something. Enter. Suppose assume an int value. How to write? Int some variable b is equal to sc dot next to int. Always you remember, if the method name consists of more than one word, generally second word onward starts with a capital letter. Now I want to read some double value. Double some c is equal to sc dot next to double. Like this you can read any type of data. Like this you can read any type of data. And finally what I am doing, just I am printing the value. System dot out dot println, just printing a is equal to plus a. Check whether it is right or wrong. So in my program I read three variables a, b, c. You can read any number of variables of any data type. Now save and execute the program. Save. Here I will save the program in D drive. Demo read dot java. Save. Go to command prompt. Where I save? Here. Simply click on here, cmd java c space demo read dot java. So no errors. Java space demo read. First enter a byte value. Assume I entered a value 5. Enter an integer value. I entered a value 123. Enter a double value 23.6. Press enter. So just it displays all the values. Fine. My program is perfect. There is no doubt. But observe, I will change the program a little bit. Here, along with, I am also reading a string value. Enter a string value. String some d is equal to sc dot next line of. Sc dot next line of. Simply change the order. Now, that is not a problem. Just for understanding. See this one. Here I read one byte value, integer value, double value and then string value. And print the string also. System dot out dot println d is equal to plus d. Right. Save. Open the command prompt. Execute. Enter a byte value. Enter an integer value. Observe. Here it does not ask to enter a string value. Directly it moves to enter a double value. You observe the thing? But in my question, I given next line of also. Even though I given next line of, it does not ask the user. Anyway, if I given double value, observe d is equal to empty. Why? Because you are not entered any string value. Why? What is the problem here? You got the point? That means here problem is after reading a numerical value, if you want to read a string value, it is not possible directly. Suppose here now enter byte value, enter integer value, enter double value. See this one? Here also it does not take. So what is the problem of all these things? Now to overcome this problem, what is the problem? Observe this diagram carefully. In this diagram, what happened? Whatever the data I entered through keyboard, assume if I am using next int, I entered a value 123. So the 123 is stored inside the buffer. Yes or no? I entered 123. The 123 is stored in the buffer. After that, what you return? You press enter. Yes or no? After typing everything, you press enter. So, slash E is also stored. This is the notation for enter. Now, whenever you are using next int, it reads only integer value. Among this, 123 is only integer. Only 123 is extracted. Now, this buffer consists of an empty. Enter in the sense an empty. It consists of an empty value. Whenever you are using next line, assume next line, already this buffer consists of one value. This is of string format. Automatically this empty is assigned to string. That is the reason you are not allowed to read a string. Why? We are extracting only integer. An empty is available within the buffer. If you use next line method, automatically this empty is available. Then how to resolve this problem? How to resolve this problem? Very simple. Instead of reading the integer, float, byte, short, double, each and everything, instead of using separate method, read everything in the string format. Read every input in the string format and then convert. Why? String has a predefined property. At the time of, suppose here I entered hello, slash E is also there. If you are using next line, automatically it takes the entire string. That is a built-in property for next line method. Clear? So, read everything in the form of string. Sir, I want an integer. If you are reading in the form of string, how do I get an integer? Very simple. Convert. After reading in the form of string, convert. For that conversion, we are using one method, parse int. So, this is the method to convert into integer. Suppose float, parse float, double, parse double, byte, parse byte, long, parse long. So, parse int of sc dot next line of. Here observe, I am reading the input in the form of string. Whatever the input I read, that is passed as a parameter to parse int. This automatically converts into an integer. But where this parse int is available? In the wrapper class integer dot parse int. This is the syntax from now onwards. So, if the first string, later integer, no problem. Suppose the first numbers, after that you are reading the string, problem. So, to avoid all these confusions, for example, if I am reading employee details, first I am reading employee ID in string, next employee salary, assume in integer, after that employee designation in string. So, I am using different combinations. That is the reason. Read everything in this format. Everything in this format. Now, see this example, how I will change. Enter a byte value. Byte A is equal to byte dot parse byte of sc dot next line. Here no need to remember all the methods. Everywhere you are reading in the string format. For example, int b is equal to integer dot parse int of sc dot next line of. Okay, like this you can write next to double, next to float, that is parse double, parse float, you can write any methods. Just right now I have A, B and D. Save and execute. Enter a byte value 5. string value. See this one, in the previous it asked the string value, it is not allowed. Why? Before reading the string value I read numericals, so it takes empty string, but here I am using this one. See this one, A value, B value, D value, always everything is printed. This is the way. If you want to read any combination, instead of reading specific method, use the next line method and then convert into your requirements. Okay. Now, finally, what we discussed in this session? Simply, what is the scanner class? What are the different methods that are available in the scanner class? How to use the scanner class? And one more thing is, how do we conversion from the string to specific data type? So, this is the way to read input from the user. Thank you very much.